Well, welcome back to the Music Room. This is a special edition video. I have some great music to show you. It's all from one person. So this video is all about Smokestack Records. This is from Hank. Smokestack Records, okay? Now Hank, he lives out on the, I believe the Philadelphia area. Am I right, Hank? I think that's where you're at, somewhere out that way. He is the Eastern, like Noble's record. What Dylan does, Hank and a friend, they do that out along the East Coast area there, and he finds great things. And he has a newer channel, and I remember when he first started going, and his biggest find, he found this Howlin Wolf album, and it was Moonin' at Midnight. And I mean, it's a classic. And he found it, and he showed it, and it was like, I go, man, that is great. Then he did it again. He showed it on another video. It was something where one of your favorite finds, showed it. Man, that's great. They showed it a third time, and I just finally said, hey, what the hell are you doing? Are you just trying to tease me here, or what's going on, man? Knock it off. So, he's a great guy. He has a great channel, and you know, the cat hasn't bothered me all day till I turned on the camera, and there he is. It's really incredible with this cat. So, he sent me some records. I want to show these to you. I've listened to them. I'm going to talk about them because it's really neat stuff. Had a nice note here from him. He goes, thanks for your support. As I joined the YouTube VC, your channel is a great source of knowledge and entertainment. If you already have these records, feel free to sell, trade, or gift them to someone else. Hope you enjoy. God bless, Hank Smokestack. And, well, Hank, I didn't have any of them. Now, look at that handwriting. Is that not awesome? There's my handwriting. There's mine. There's Hank's. Mine, Hank. Wow. Wow. Dude, you got awesome handwriting. Wow. And I don't. But I know it. Whenever I've given that VCLT, people try to read my note. They can never read it. So, let's look at what he said. The first thing, he made a carved linoleum block. So he went and he did this. It's a wood print. He carved the wood print and made this. Is that not incredible? Isn't that something the Beatles Love Me Do? Hank, you got some talent. That is just amazing. We're gonna get a frame for this, put this up in the music room. Really, really impressive. Really like that. Thanks a lot. This is the kind of stuff that means a lot. Also, I have this t-shirt. It says Smokestack Records on the back. The cat's sitting on me, I'm sorry. But if you look at my Sunday video, you'll see it. You get to see the whole shirt. Alright, next thing here. He sent this. And it is a 45. It's a blues 45. Let me pull off the post-it notes. I kept the post-it notes, Hank, but I'm just blown away by your handwriting. I mean, holy moly. Your mother must be very proud of you. So these vocals by Freddie King with orchestra. One is a Christmas. It's a 45 Christmas CD off Federal. And we have I Hear Jingle Bells and I Hear Christmas Tears. They're sad blues Christmas songs, and they are beautiful. I mean, it is just really outstanding music on these. Fun, just fun stuff. Nice listen to. So I'm ready for next Christmas. But Hank says it's good for any time of the year, and he's right. It is wonderful blues tunes. All right, so what you hear right now, Liz Weiss. Okay, this is Liz Weiss's first LP. It was made in 2015. Liz is a gospel soul singer. It's the back side. I'd show you the vinyl, but it's playing right now in the back. You can hear her voice, gorgeous voice, made perfect for this kind of music. You're really enjoying this a lot, Hank. Just incredible. Wonderful songs. Again, it's a mix of gospel and soul. Great stuff. 2015. Folks, if you like that, you can find that. Thank you. All right, here it is. This is not the original press. That's okay. You have that, and I'm happy for you, Hank. But he sent me here. This is 2018 Howlin Wolf, Moaning in the Midnight. All right, this is like the classic Howlin Wolf. This was done in 1959, and basically it's the greatest hits up to that time. The very first two singles on here, Moaning at Midnight and How Many More Years, were done at Sun Records. Howlin Wolf started at Sun Records. And then, you know, everyone was trying to poach everybody at that time. And, you know, Sun wanted to keep him. But, hey, he got other deals and he went on. So on here you have Evil, Moaning by Baby, 44, Somebody Home, No Place to Go, All Night Boogie, Smokestack Lightning. These are just some of the most classic of all the Howlin Wolf songs. You know, I didn't have this on CD. I have some various compilations, but not this one. And, you know, it's a wonderful repress of that 1959 album. 1959 is a great year. That's the year I was born, so you know that has to be great. And it's off that chest. Really amazing. Hank has the original, folks. Yeah, the original. He got just one of his great deals that he found out there. I'm happy to have this. Thank you so much. I know I gave you a lot of crap about that. Hey, if that's what it takes, wow, that's okay. All right, now, the next one. Rockin Dopsie. Rockin Dopsie, Crown Prince of Zydeco. This is the 1986. Look at that. So he called himself the Crown Prince. Clifton Chenier, he was really the first person to take off with Zydeco. And he was crowned by the mayor of Lafayette, Louisiana as the king of Zydeco. So Rockin Dopsie goes, well, screw that then, I'm going to be the prince. And thus he crowned himself the prince. Then there was Ida, she crowned herself Queen Ida, the queen of Zydeco. So it's always fascinating when Clifton Chenier passed. There was like this fight on who's now the king. You know, Rockin Dopsie says, well, I'm king. Then you have Boozoo Chavez. He goes, I'm king. And of course, Buckwheat Zydeco's raising his head. Hey, man, I am king of Zydeco. I don't know if they ever really got a king after Clifton Chenier died. Rockin Dopsie is, and Hank, you probably didn't know this, he is my favorite. He is my favorite of all the Zydeco players. I adore the stuff he does. You know, Chenier played the bigger accordion with the keys, while he plays, his is the 3-roll, so it's a smaller version on here. Of course, the washboard, you know, Chenier made this famous, and you can't do Zydeco without the washboard on there, so that's his band. Really a phenomenal album. It's done on Mason Soul. I could not have been more happy. This is the most joyous music in the whole wide world, Zydeco. It makes you dance, it makes you happy. Then he gave me a couple compilations. Look at this one here. Louisiana Cajun music. And this is from 1928 to 1938. Off old-timey. Now it's called Cajun. Zydeco really didn't begin till into the 40s and 50s, and it actually started in Houston. Cajun music was around before that. Cajun is like a mix. If you take the blues and country western, it's more Louisiana based. Zydeco, it's like taking jazz, rhythm, and blues, and the blues and putting it together. A little more instrumentation. Cajun becomes, it has that country feel. You hear more in Louisiana, while Zydeco spread into Texas, especially the Houston area, where they had all the workers, all the dock workers and that, and they would go out and they want to party, and they'd play Zydeco music. and it moved up to, especially to Lafayette, Louisiana. So they are different, but what's really neat on here is they have the very first recording they found of Jolie Blonde. Now, Jolie Blonde, that is the greatest Cajun song and zydeco song out there. I mean, it is like the song when you think of this genre. And this is a recording, and it was done by Amade. His first Amade Android. I'm probably saying that wrong. He was the first real king of Cajun music. And he took that song and he made his own. And everybody does Jolie Blonde. It's just about a guy who gets left by a beautiful blonde-headed woman. And he's sad about it. So it's the blues, but done in more of a joyous way. Everybody does it. It is the most classic song. So it was great to hear. Talk about historical document. This is it. What's really kind of sad is Ardoin, might be Ardoin. Again, my apologies. He wound up dying in a mental hospital. And so, you know, just kind of a sad, but he did a lot of the classics of Cajun music, and many became zydeco standards. The other record that Hank sent me was Best of Cajun Hits, Volume 3. Couldn't be happier. It's the record label there on Swallow. Another beautiful album. A variety of different hits. Again, more Cajun related, but you listen to it and you go, man, some of that sounds very zydeco. And it does. One of them, this is one of my favorites. It's from Cammy the Boyd. I can't even say his name. It's called Hold My False Teeth So I Can Dance. It's a fun party song, baby, I'm telling you. You Can Blame Yourself, Saturday Night Special, Pine Grove Blues, Who Stole the Pies. They also do Jolie Blonde. Everybody does it. And they do Cajun Bad Leroy Brown. That thing's on here by Joe Boncel. So, again, more Cajun. You know, you found more of the African Americans going more into the zydeco and more of the whites doing the Cajun, because there's more of this country feel to it. But both of them very joyous. So, absolutely outstanding. Hey, the cat left. So here's what it looks like. Look at that. Isn't that a great t-shirt? I think it's a fantastic t-shirt. So that's what we have. I never get enough zydeco, and I can't find it. I never find it, and I'm looking everywhere. Very difficult to find, at least where I've been at. This Howlin Wolf, absolutely outstanding, and live here. An artist I didn't know about, and now I do, and I really appreciate it. So, Hank, thank you so much. You really went overboard. This blew me away. I opened this up at midnight when I got home, and I was smiling from ear to ear, and I got up at 4 in the morning just to start playing this stuff. It is so incredibly good. So thank you for your generosity. You have a great channel, folks, if you haven't looked at it, Smokestack Records, and please check out Hank. He knows his stuff, and he does a great job with it. So thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for this special record showing edition, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your week.